Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on December 23, 2022. Russia explores buying stranded jets from Western leasing firms. Temperatures plunge as low as -31°C as bomb cyclone weather storm hits US. Sky News. Temperatures plunge as low as -31°C as bomb cyclone hits US. MSNNOW, a 47-degree drop in Denver in 2 hours. Here are some of the other dramatic temperature changes. CNN, Cheyenne temperature dropped 32 degrees in 10 minutes Wednesday. Kilogram, the winter storm outlook in 6 maps, from Arctic blasts to bomb cyclones. 60 years on from the Cuban Missile Crisis, the US has learned its lessons, but Putin has not. Russia-Ukraine war, top official Rogozin wounded in Ukrainian shelling. BBC, Russia's former deputy prime minister injured in shelling of Ukraine hotel. The Independent, former Russian deputy PM wounded by shelling in Donetsk. Al Jazeera English, former Russian space chief wounded by blast while celebrating birthday near Ukraine front line. The Telegraph, former Russian deputy prime minister injured in shelling in occupied Ukraine, reports. Emperor penguin at risk of extinction, along with 2/3 of native Antarctic species, research shows. The Guardian, 2/3 of Antarctic plants and animals face being killed off by 2100, study claims. The Independent, Antarctica's emperor penguins could be extinct by 2100 and other species may follow if we don't act. The Conversation Indonesia, 65% of Antarctica's plants and animals could disappear, scientists say. Its iconic penguins are most at risk. CNN, Antarctica's biodiversity faces multiple threats, but this 10-step plan can help safeguard it. Study. Qantas plane en route to London makes emergency landing in Azerbaijan. The Guardian, Qantas flight QF1 to London is forced to make an emergency landing in Azerbaijan. Daily Mail, Qantas flight makes emergency landing in Azerbaijan after fault indicator. Sydney Morning Herald, Qantas flight from Singapore to London makes emergency landing in Azerbaijan due to technical issue. Child's angry letter to Santa about missing Christmas gift goes viral. 9 people killed in Jersey explosion formally identified. Vietnam veteran wins lottery 6 times on intuition. Donald Trump accused of multi-party conspiracy over the 6th of January attack. BBC, Donald Trump accused of multi-part conspiracy in final report on U.S. Capitol attack. The Telegraph, Donald Trump accused of multi-part conspiracy to overturn 2020 election in final January 6 report. The Times, Jan. 6 committee report shows Republicans need to rediscover honor. Bloomberg, January 6 committee declares Trump central cause of Capitol attack. Spain's El Gordo lottery dishes out Christmas joy with €2.5 billion pot. The Guardian, Spain's El Gordo lottery kicks off Christmas festivities. BBC News. BBC News, why do children sing Spain's Christmas lottery numbers? The local Spain, Spanish Christmas lottery, £2.1 billion winners to be announced today and Brits can take part. Evening Standard, Spain on tenterhooks over €2,500 million lottery prize draw. Russia-Ukraine war live. North Korea denies supplying Russia's Wagner group with weapons. The Guardian, North Korea sold arms to Russia's Wagner group, US says. BBC, Wagner group bought weapons from North Korea for Russian army, US says. The Telegraph, Russia-Ukraine war, Wagner group accused of using North Korean weapons. Russian aircraft carrier catches fire, as it happened. The Guardian, Wagner group, Russian mercenaries bought weapons from North Korea, US says. The Chechen jihadis taking on Putin's empire of evil in Ukraine who say Russian troops are like cattle for slaughter. Trump News, live, January 6 committee releases final report as revelations rock Trumpworld. The Independent, U.S. January 6 committee recommends Donald Trump be criminally charged over Capitol riots, USA News Live. CNN News 18, the January 6 committee is right. It's time to prosecute the kingpin, Trump. Greek MEP Eva Kaili to stay in custody after corruption charges, says court. The Guardian, EU corruption scandal, Eva Kaili feels betrayed by her partner, says lawyer. World News, WION. WION, judge rejects MEP's plea to be released in Qatar corruption scandal. Financial Times, Factbox, the European Parliament's cash for influence scandal. Reuters, bribery scandal in European Parliament is grist to the mill of EU's detractors. Afghanistan, Taliban arrest women protesting against university ban. BBC, Blinken accuses Taliban of condemning Afghan women to a dark future. The Independent, Muslim countries condemn Taliban for banning women from education. The Times, the Taliban are taking away women's right to learn. The world can't afford to stay silent. The Guardian, women banned from universities, sliding back to the Taliban of the 90s. Brazil's public services face very real threat of collapse, says Lula. The Guardian, Lula's spending plan makes no sense, risks Brazil recession, Fraga warns. Bloomberg, Lula's spending plan makes no sense, risks Brazil recession, Fraga warns. Jacinda Ardern's arrogant prick comment nets more than $100,000 at charity auction. The Guardian, New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern offensive MP comment transcript sells for NZ $100,000. BBC, Jacinda Ardern's hot mic moment immortalized in charity auction, France 24 English. France 24 English, Ardern raises 100,000 New Zealand dollars for charity after selling offensive comment transcript. ITV News, Jacinda Ardern insult, Wetenby die New Zealand PM insult way sell at 100,000 New Zealand dollars for auction. US winter storm will bring frostbite within minutes. BBC, winter storm sweeping US could become bomb cyclone, BBC News. BBC News, US faces coldest Christmas in years as Arctic storm raises bomb cyclone alarm. The Telegraph, life-threatening storm to affect central US, AccuWeather. AccuWeather, US weather, bomb cyclone ushers in a freezing Christmas. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.